All right, what's going on YouTube? Um, I just wanted to explain my experience with Melton Truck Lines. I've been there for nearly a year now. Obviously, I'm not riding my truck. I'm on home time right now. My truck is parked in my dad's shop behind their empty truck area where I park mine because I just have that kind of pull. But anyway, I've seen male, female, whoever you are, doing reviews and talk about Melton Truck Line. Some good, some not so good, but it is what it is. Everybody has their own opinions. Everybody has a good experience. Some people have bad. Just it is what it is. With me, I got my CDL. I think the dad turned 21. I was just gonna drive for my dad's company pulling tanker, but then I backed out of that because I was like, man, I'm not gonna drive for my dad because I've worked for family before and it just didn't work out. Every time I work for family, it's never gone really that great, and they always expected more out of me, like any other family would. So I was like, man, this ain't working. And so I started working with my cousin Dusty doing road service as a road service mechanic. And then I thought, hey, I was just busting up tires and fixing shit on the side of the highway late at night and just getting not very much sleep. Wasn't making a whole lot of money at it. Living paycheck to paycheck, and I got tired of it. So I thought, well, hell, I want more out of life. I want something that I can be proud of. Then my dad, he found Melton. I didn't even know the place existed. I'd never seen the trucks, never seen nothing. And my dad told me about it, and I thought, well, hell, I could give that a shot. So I filled out the application, and they called me while I was underneath the truck at 7. And they called me I think 8 o'clock in the morning. I was under a truck in Dallas, Texas, trying to fix the AC compressor. And so they basically, like everybody does, if they accepted, then they go to Tulsa like I did. And then I went down there, after they hired me, I really appreciated because, they took me in with open arms, no experience. I've been around trucks my whole life, but I mean, I've never driven them down the highway, like, for a living. And, with no experience, and, I've been to 39 states in 7 months. And I started, right after Christmas. And Milton has been nothing but amazing to me. They've been really generous. They've been understanding. They got me home for my hometown before I actually started. They got me home with a load going to Ohio, Iowa is what it was. And they got me home for Christmas and all that. And they got me home I had a family emergency with my grandmother, and they got me home pretty quickly with that. My dispatch is freaking amazing. She gives me pretty decent loads. I get decent miles. Sometimes it can be a little intense from time to time if she doesn't get the information she needs, or if I don't get the information I need. We butt heads sometimes, but other than that, it's freaking amazing. I have no complaints. It sucks that the trucks are automatic. Too many kids are coming out of schools with automatics, and that's it. To me, it's not really trucking anymore, but it is what it is. I'm still making money. And it's pretty cool, and I don't like the fact that they're governed, but for insurance reasons or whatever the reason else may be, I don't know. Y'all might know, I don't. Leave a comment below. And other than that, it's pretty good. I mean, most companies give you a janky truck. I've seen places give their new drivers nasty trucks, and so I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it anyway. I mean, they gave me a brand new truck with 48,000 miles on it, brand new equipment. They took me in with open arms like family. They treated me amazingly. The pay's great. Everything's just amazing, and I have no complaints whatsoever. So I've seen people on here on YouTube some people were bashing them. I'm not getting the miles, this or that. Well, I mean, it's sometimes the freight's up and moving fast. Sometimes it ain't, or sometimes you just maybe aren't doing your job right. I don't know. But, there's no reason to be bashing a company. I mean, just because you're not having good luck with it doesn't mean that they deserve to be bashed. Just because you're having a bad experience doesn't mean they deserve that. I mean, in your case, they might, but I don't know. But I've seen good videos. I've seen bad videos. I've seen videos of people who quit for, a different job or because they just had to or family reason. That's understandable. That's fine. I mean, shit happens. And, one day if I ever decide to go owner operator, if I ever did, and it didn't work out for some reason, I would go right back to Melton because they treated me well. I get decent miles, roughly around 25 to 2,800 a week, give or take. The only thing I hate about it is having to go to California. I hate California. I can't stand New Jersey, New York, Connecticut. I can't stand those places. But, you know, being forced dispatch, you gotta go where they tell you, which sucks, but it is what it is. And I know I'm probably gonna get some hate on this video, which is fine. I don't care. I can ignore comments. It don't matter to me. But, you know, this is my first time making an actual YouTube video, so it might be shit. I don't know. I mean, if it is, let me know. If the quality's horrible, I'm just recording on my cell phone. But other than that, you know, like I said, Melton is my first driving job. I mean, I've driven trucks a lot, you know, for my dad's company, but not like on the road, but, you know, just moving them around. And so I had some of the experience I needed. But, you know, Melton, you know, I didn't have any experience in flatbed. You know, I knew how to do chains and straps, but I didn't know how to like tarp and all this stuff and chain, you know, secure so many loads. You know, I've secured more loads with tarps than I have anything. And you know, most drivers are like, man, I hate tarping. I can't stand tarping. Tarping don't bother me now because it's exercise. You're somewhat staying fit with it. And some drivers, I mean, they pay other people to do it, and they can't do it. Some people just go to flatbed jobs that have no tarp, that don't do tarp jobs. I mean, I don't understand that, but you know, it is what it is. I like what I do. I mean, I'm not gonna say I love it, but I like it. It's all right. I mean, I wish I made more money, but like I said, I've only been there 7 months. I haven't exactly gotten to my next raise yet, but you gotta work up to that, which is fine. But overall, Melton is just a damn good company. You know, I'll say it again, you know, they took me in with open arms, no problem. They have gone up and beyond with it, so I believe they deserve at least a year of my time, which I have no problem with. And, you know, they've always got me home on time. They've always treated me well. My parents love Melton. You know, I was in the Tulsa terminal and I was video chatting my parents, and they were just amazed at how nice it is. And my dad's seen videos on YouTube of where Melton has come from and how they built up. And, you know, my dad's just highly impressed with it, and he is happy that I've stuck with Melton, because my first 3 months with Melton was just, at first it was kind of tough. I didn't really know a whole lot about it. Didn't really know, you know, a whole lot about trucking. You know, getting the loads, getting there on time, expecting this, expecting that, getting load numbers, getting everything right. I was a little nervous, but now it's easy money. I mean, it's nothing to me, and I like it. I mean, honestly, if I went owner operator and decided I didn't want to do no more, I'd go right back to Melton. I mean, it sucks to be a company driver, because, you know, the company's making such damn good money, but you're making decent money, I guess, if you will. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Unfortunately, I got a better deal starting with Melton, because they've been just amazing to me. I can't stress that enough. I mean, they've just been downright amazing to me, and I have no complaints whatsoever. You know, every time my truck's never broke down, but my AC's quit once or twice because it was low on Freon. It was freezing up, and they did not hesitate to get me a nice motel nearby. They've gotten me Ubers to get me out of the truck to go to a motel for that reason. And, you know, and it's just freaking awesome. You know, I have so much pride in it. You know, not like some of these drivers. I actually take time, and, you know, my truck stays spotless on the inside. I keep my tires clean, my wheels polished. I'll pay out of pocket to have it washed if it gets real bad. And, you know, I'll sit there and every trailer I have, I'll armor all the tires on it. You know, just take pride in my job, because, you know, it's not a job, it's my career. And I never would have thought I'd be a truck driver, but, you know, here I am now. I mean, yeah, driving an automatic, you wouldn't really call yourself a truck driver. You'd call yourself more of a steering wheel holder. I've heard that before, and I think it's pretty funny. But it is what it is. You know, I wish it was a 10-speed, but, you know, wishing one hand and shit in the other. You know, you gotta do what they give you. I'm just glad they didn't give me a old wore-out piece of junk, which was pretty cool. And other than that, I just want to make this video because I usually don't just walk around talking to a camera like this, but, you know, I've seen other people do it like it's nothing, and I'm like, you know what, if they can do it, and, you know, it's whatever, and get a few views on it, cool, no big deal. I'm not doing YouTube for the money, because I used to have a YouTube channel a long time ago, and I had one video on it. It was on my old Tahoe that I was proud of, because I kept it running for so many years, and I had 300,000+ miles on it, almost 400,000. And that was it. I got 15 views on it. I had 1 subscriber, so I'm not really doing it for the money. I can care less for it. But, you know, I'd like to hear your comment. I'd like to see your comments and hear your input on it. You know, like I said, some people are going to have bad comments, good comments, because everybody has different experiences. Some people have good luck with it, some people don't. It is what it is. You know, unfortunately, I've had good luck with it. I've never had a problem with it. I have no complaints whatsoever. Like I said, my dispatch is amazing. Outside repair takes care of me. I have zero complaints with Melton Truck Lines. I love it, and if I decided I was gonna stick with them, I'm happy. I'm really looking forward to see where my future is gonna go with them. And that's really about it. That's all I really have to say about it. Just because they've been treating me amazing, good truck, good miles, good money, and I'm home. No, that's one other thing. It kind of sucks that you have to stay out, for so long to build up a few days to go home. Like, every month you go out, that's 4 days home, and that's a little bit dragging it out, but it is what it is. I've been staying out for 2.5, 3 months at a time, and going home for a few days, but I don't stay home the full amount. I like to build up vacation time, but oh well, it is what it is. Just leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think of Melton. Tell me how your experience was. I know there's a few Melton drivers that might see this, they might not, I don't know, but just let me know what you think, and feel free to holler at me.